Welcome back to CLE Weekend. So it is that time of year. You might be getting those reminders about annual enrollment for Medicare because it is here. It is upon us. And to kind of simplify that process is president and owner of the Coleman Insurance and Financial Group, LLC, Vern Coleman. Thanks so much for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me.
So I'm looking forward to kind of breaking this down in really simple terms, because sometimes it can be overwhelming and daunting for people to make those choices. So what I want to start with is who can get Medicare?
So Medicare is the federal health insurance program for citizens, those that meet eligibility, legal resident aliens and so forth, and also those with disabilities who become disabled before the age of 65. And also individuals who have certain health conditions can also qualify for Medicare.
Okay, so that is the who. How do you enroll?
So to get enrolled into Medicare, you will visit your local Social Security office or look them up online. And there's tons of information on how to enroll for Medicare if you are eligible.
And I think that's interesting, right, that you say online or go to the local office, because there are some people who are in that age bracket that are like, I don't have a computer, all these kids with their phones and the things, right? So for some people that it would be so easy to look that up online. But like you say, the option is you can also go and walk in and talk about it.
Yes.
So it makes it really nice. What I want to talk about is, what does Medicare, though, cover specifically? And I want to talk first about Part A. What does that cover?
Okay, so the Medicare Part A is the hospital coverage of Medicare. There is a Part A, a Part B, and benefits that you would receive in that Part A would be inpatient hospitalization, also psychiatric health, home health care, hospice care, and skilled nursing, which is generally used for rehabilitation after hospitalization.
Oh, okay. And that's, again, things that you have to think about, because if you are, in the hospital, and a lot of times you do have to go to the rehab facility. So, okay, let's talk now about Part B, and what does that cover?
And Part B is referred to as your doctor's care, so visits to your primary care or specialist, any testing they may require, x-rays, blood work, and so forth. All your preventative services fall under Medicare Part B. Emergency care, ambulance. It's a lot of Part B going on. There's a lot of moving parts to it.
Yeah, but it's important, I think, like you say, to know, though, the difference between the Part A and the Part B. Let's talk about a deductible, because what's that? I mean, is there a deductible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently, there is a deductible for Medicare Part A, and right now it is $1,600. And that will cover the first 60 days of hospitalization. That may change. The government is working on what it's going to be for 2024, and we'll find out here shortly. Also, the Part B has a deductible, and currently it is $226.
Okay. Now, for you, talking about this and explaining this and making it easy for someone who might be watching who's like, I don't know. I mean, is there somewhere that they can go? You've given us great information, but just to really kind of break it down and learn more about this and an informed decision that they're going to make.
Well, yeah, that's what we do every day. Okay. We meet with our members and individuals that are interested in working with us. We explain the ABCs of Medicare. That way, they have an idea to be better informed to make a decision what's going to be best for them and their families.
And I think, too, my parents, grandparents, what would the process be like if I said, hey, I want to make an appointment and I want to bring them in with me just so I'm kind of there and I can hear the options? Do people do that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We think it's very important to have the family involved. A lot of the confusion that comes is with the multitude of choices that there are that someone has when they have Medicare. So get your family involved. That way they have an idea of what you, the Medicare beneficiary, have in terms of coverage, where they can go, and what expenses would look like with certain particular plans.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice. Vern, if we want to get more information, again, set up an appointment, where's the best place to go to do that?
Best place to go, you could always go to Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE to get information on all your options. And also, we're here local in the Cleveland area. You can reach us at 216-770-7501.
All right, thank you for the information. This was great. Again, not only for the people who are specifically thinking about Medicare, but it's really nice too, I think, for family members to say, hey, mom, dad, let's, take a look. So thank you for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. We'll be right back here on CLE Weekend.